good value. I saw Cantillano in front of thousands in Cardiff in October 2017 when he took on Joe Cordina on the Joshua Takam card. And that is Sultan Zaurbek in the zebra print kit with trainer Angel Fernandez. Trains down a Raptors gym in Sutton, a very promising fighter.
Introducing to you firstly, in the red corner wearing black and white shorts, he weighed in at 9 stone, 11 pounds, 3 ounces. His professional record boasts 4 wins, 3 wins coming by way of knockout. Originally from Nicaragua, now based in Barcelona, Spain, Lister Cantillano. And his opponent across the ring in the blue corner, wearing zebra print shorts, he weighed in at 9 stone, 12 pounds, 4 ounces. He brings to the ring a perfect professional record of 4 wins from 4 contests, 3 wins coming by way of knockout. Originally from Shymkent City in Kazakhstan, he's now based in London, England. He is Sultan Zaurbek. Your timekeeper at the bell is John Smith of Harrow Weald. Your referee is Mr. Bob Williams of London. Your referee will now give both boxers their final instructions.
Okay, lads, obey my commands. In the event of a knockdown, the fighter standing should go to the furthest neutral corner and stay there. Protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves, boys.
6 3-minute rounds in the lightweight division.
Bell goes to the start of the first round. They're scheduled for 6 at lightweight. Decent crowd in here already, which is often what you get when you take boxing to a part of the country which doesn't ordinarily see this kind of action. People are curious, they want to see what all the fuss is about. And as regards Zaurbek, well, there is quite a lot of fuss about him. I've seen him from ringside 3 out of his 4 professional fights, and he really can fight. Now based in Sutton in South London, training with Angel Fernandez, originally from Shymkent in Kazakhstan. He won a silver medal at the World Youth Championships in 2014, beating Peter McGrail in the semi-finals. That tells you most of what you need to know. McGrail has gone on to be one of the leading fighters up at the EIS on Team GB, Commonwealth Games gold medalist, World Championship bronze medalist, but Zaurbek went a different route and decided to turn pro. I saw him 8 days ago at York Hall on an MTK card where he stopped his opponent in the 3rd round. He's had a bit of a kit change since then. He came to the ring that night in a magnificent long Kazakh robe, the kind of one that you'll see Golovkin make his entrances in, but he's gone for the zebra print tonight. Right hand to the body.
Yeah, good body shot going in there, real sickener. I like the look of Zaurbek. Takes his time, controls things from the centre of the ring, really economical, doesn't waste any punches. Good shot repertoire as well. Just trying to find his range here with that jab.
Well, it's an interesting situation they've got down there at the gym because there's 2 of them, 2 Kazakh fighters. Nurtas Ashpanov is the other one. He did fight last night in Cardiff, which is what Zaurbek, I think, was expecting he would do at the start of the week. So they're living together. It's a long way from home, but they both just love boxing. It's what they eat, sleep and breathe. For them, it doesn't really matter where they are. And Fernandez has got a good stable down there. Isaac Chamberlain trains down there too. It's a huge gym if you go down there. Unbelievable facility.
Solid shots going in from Zaurbek. Partially blocked from Cantillano, but plenty of venom going in here.
He's been a distance Cantillano against the likes of Archie Sharp, Ryan Doyle, Ryan Wheeler, so that shows good durability. Has been stopped by the likes of Tommy Ward, David Oliver Joyce, Sean McComb back in Birmingham at the start of September, but those are 3 good fighters. Ward with a big win a few weeks ago, McComb and Joyce, top Irish amateurs who've now turned pro.
Yeah, McComb also a southpaw. What I like about Zaurbek, he never rushes his work, doesn't get too excited, just takes his time.
Well, that's Adrian Fernandez in the blue and white there. He's been in England for a good while. Came over from Spain with his English girlfriend about 10, 12 years ago. Now did some amateur boxing and has now got his own stable together after a lot of hard work. And as you say, he does like to have a look. Zaurbek, he's got that kind of pedigree, that grounding. This is set at lightweight, but I'm told that he could go as low as featherweight if he needed to. As I said, he is very disciplined to the weight.
Yeah, I like the look of him, Andy. Very patient, takes his time, doesn't rush his work, doesn't fall in over his punches, very well balanced. Sets everything up behind that southpaw jab, works the body well.
Looking for that jab at the start of the second, Zaurbek, and then Castellano just falling short with his own left hand. He's always just on the borderline of range. Zaurbek has that look about him as though he's about to strike at any second, so Castellano has to be 100% concentrated here.
Yeah, very good judge at distance. Gets out enough that he's out of the range of punches coming at him, but he doesn't get away too far that it takes him too long to get back in with his own counter punches. He just takes that little step out of range and he's quick to come back in. And he's very good at stepping on the gas in terms of his foot movement. You know, he's very patient, doesn't move around, doesn't jump all over the place, quite economical with his footwork. But when he wants to get on you, when he wants to close that distance, he does it very quickly.
Jab has been caught on the gloves there by Castellano, and then just shuffling slightly close to Zaurbek and letting the left hand go, the backhand. I mentioned that World Youth Championships, and the final of that was won by Shakur Stevenson, so there were some serious fighters in that particular competition. Stevenson, of course, went on to the Rio 2016 Olympic Games, where he won a silver medal. Now a professional, really on the move with top rank.
Yeah, he's making great progress as Shakur Stevenson. A couple of big wins in his last couple of performances, making big waves over in America.
I saw a similar kind of performance from Zaurbek last week. He had a look for quite a sustained period of time, and then when he did start to put his punches together, a game opponent in Lyuben Todorov, who came to fight, unravelled fairly quickly.
Yeah, he takes his time here. He's a thinking fighter. He's having a look. He's throwing the feints. He's putting different shots out there, seeing what's working, what's not working. But when he does put his shots together, he can be quite vicious, Zaurbek. And these are solid punches going in from him. That straight left, cross from the southpaw stance, right through the middle. That's a solid left hand that he throws, Zaurbek. The body shots are good too.
Well, both of these two choosing to stay on their feet in between rounds. 2 rounds into this one, scheduled for 6 in the lightweight division. And as I said, it's a pretty healthy looking crowd already. This is just filling up bit by bit the East of England arena. A new one for us. It's interesting to see Angel Fernandez in there with him in the corner between rounds, because he doesn't speak a lot of English, Zaurbek. He's at that point where I think he understands a reasonable amount, but he can't really say all that much because, as I say, I went to see them in the gym a few weeks ago, and I've seen him around a little bit now, and when you see him on Twitter as well, he comprehends quite a bit, but it's not really at the point yet where he can have a conversation necessarily, but he'll get there with it. It's not easy. He's had to make a big move. It's a huge transition, and he's concentrating on his boxing first and foremost. Yeah,
and I was going to say, he doesn't really need to be having a conversation in between rounds anyway. As long as he can listen, that's the most important thing.
Cancelano just looking to be a little bit more ambitious there. Then the right hand fell short, and he was off balance, hanging in mid-air almost there for a second over his front foot, and Zaurbek wasn't able to make him pay for it. Looking to the body again there with the left hand, Zaurbek, and landed.
Yeah, starting to dig these shots in now, Zaurbek. Wasn't quite accurate with those shots, but you can see the venom going in, really digging them in. Looking for the straight left to the body, and also the looping uppercut hook to the solar plexus. Horrible shot to get caught with. I really like the way he controls range and distance, Zaurbek. Really good feet.
He's not managed to catch Cancelano with anything too damaging yet, not to the head anyway. I think he's dug into the body. A bit of money in the bank for later on in the fight maybe, but Cancelano's doing fine here. And he doesn't run either, does he? I mentioned Zaurbek's on the borderline of range all the time, but Cancelano's staying there himself, but he's shipping a few now, and this is what I saw last Friday. When he does get to work, he doesn't mess about.
Yeah, these are hard shots, Andy, and good body shots going into, really softening him up. He's taking them well though, Cancelano, but these definitely, he's upped the pace a little bit here, Zaurbek.
Leading off with a heavy-looking right hand there, left to the body, then goes with the right, and he's just put his foot on the gas in this round. He's one of those fighters, I think, who just incrementally, bit by bit, round by round, will just look to ramp things up.
Well, he's certainly done that here, like you say, definitely stepped it up a bit here.
And it's interesting because at the end of the second round, if you'd had to put some money down on him lasting the sixth, Cancelano, you'd have given him a decent chance. At the end of the third round, it's a bit different.
Well, you said it there during the round, Andy. I think he's the type of fighter that just picks up bit by bit every round. Even during the round, you can see like the first minute he comes out, gets his jab going, takes the centre of the ring, has a look, puts one or two into the body. And then as we're kind of coming into the second half of the round, he starts stepping up and he finishes the round strong. And it's a good thing to implement into your style if you can do that, especially early on, and then you just naturally do it as you progress through your career, and particularly as you step up to 10 and 12 round fights.
So into the second half of this one, scheduled for 6, Sultan Zaurbek in the zebra print, black and white, and Lester Cancelano in the more traditional black and white. And Zaurbek turned up the heat in that third round, and it looks like he's going to try and do exactly the same thing at the start of this fourth.
Yeah, I think he's got that sort of built-in clock, Andy, where he comes out first minute of the round, has a look, takes the centre of the ring, puts a few jabs out. Oh, good, lovely move there, the way he stepped off, pivoted round, got out of the firing line of Cancelano and threw like a left hook from the shoulder, from the shoulder of Cancelano.
He's done some good sparring, Zaurbek. I know a couple of fairly well-known fighters who, by all accounts, he's given it to in sparring, but they shall remain nameless. What goes on in the gym stays in the gym. But he's approaching a good level already. He won't, of course, be able to go down the British Boxing Board of control route in terms of boxing for their titles.
Lovely up there. He really timed that right through the middle. Beautiful shot. And again, these are big shots going in.
And they're accurate, spiteful
shots.
shots as well. Cantillano trying to keep that left glove up, but every time he threw in that combination, Zaurbek, he landed.
Yeah, hurtful punches going in by Zaurbek. But he doesn't have the look of anyone that's in a hurry. He seems quite content here if these do go rounds. I don't think he'd be too bothered. If he gets the stoppage, great. If it goes the distance, I think he'd also be happy.
Bit of blood coming from the nose there of Cantillano, who stood up to that barrage pretty well.
I like the way he varies the power too and the speed, touches around, kind of almost lures Cantillano into a false sense of security and then steps it up and digs the, plants his feet and really digs the shots in.
Shake of the head there from Cantillano, but I think that one did sting a bit. Then a left to the body from Zaurbek off the back of a nice crisp 1-2.
I like the way Zaurbek makes Cantillano work, even when nothing's happening, just by his little feints with the feet, feints with his eyes, little shoulder feints, constantly making Cantillano flinch and readjust and change angles, burning a lot of nervous energy here. Cantillano, very difficult to relax against someone like Zaurbek, who's constantly just out of range, but in a second he's in range and he's throwing shots at you.
Just not giving Cantillano any peace here. Cantillano, to his credit, is looking to throw himself and try and keep Zaurbek off him. Zaurbek just sauntering back to the corner. There's that uppercut.
Yeah, beautiful when he threw it again. Threw it several times back in that round. When he goes through the gears, he looks really classy. Yep. 3 times he landed that uppercut. Beautiful punch. Like the way he stalks from the centre of the ring. Very much in first gear, but his opponent Cantillano is in 4th or 5th gear in reverse.
Zaurbek again just immediately takes the centre of the ring. Cantillano just looking to try and move around the periphery of it and stay out of too much trouble if he can. But I like the way Cantillano goes about his business. I like the way all of the fighters we see have made the move from Nicaragua to Barcelona, and there are many of them now. They all do it the same way. Sometimes they do get stopped, but they don't just come to cover up. And he hasn't just come to cover up here too. He's in with a better fighter, but he's still trying to bring something, because he knows if he doesn't, then he's got no chance. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah, he's second best here. He knows he's probably, or if he didn't know beforehand, he certainly realised as his fight's gone on that he's a little bit out of his depth, but it hasn't quenched his pride. You know, he's staying in there, he's being competitive, he's looking to land his own shots here, and he has had some success with his own straight right hands. That one was a little flimsy, the second one not so bad, but all in all, he takes his shots, he can tuck up, he can survive the moment, he can get back on his bike a little bit. Yeah, he's not bad, and he's putting up a fight here. Lovely shot there from Zaurbek. You know, he's not on the level of Zaurbek, but he's fighting with some pride.
It was a really nice left hand that just snaked out, caught him on the move. It was perfectly timed. Just falling short with the right hook there. Zaurbek, left hand taken mainly on the glove, but still moved Cantillano.
Yeah, what I like about Cantillano is he doesn't really clinch. Yeah, he comes under the cosh a little bit at times, but he looks to move or get out, roll under the shots, move, get off the ropes. Hasn't been a lot of clinching from him. He struggled to land anything clean. A couple of straight right hands he had a little bit of success with, but he's takes a good uppercut there from Zaurbek.
Lead uppercut, right uppercut from the Kazakh.
Good body shots going in again.
And then just leaping into that right hook. Castellano backpedaling a bit now, comes back with the right hand. Zaurbek just steps in close, looking to find a slight angle for a short right uppercut.
Yeah, there was nice head movement there from Zaurbek. I'd like to have seen him counter off that head movement. Someone like Castellano who's difficult to pin down, and when he does open up, that's probably when Zaurbek has the opportunity to find the openings and land cleanly. When Castellano punches, that's when Zaurbek should punch with him.
So Lester Castellano not too far away from getting through this. That's what he does, that's his job. That's what he's brought in here for.
Yeah, taking a stiff left cross there, straight down the middle. And I like the way Zaurbek pivots off then, changes the angle and comes back at him again, throwing lovely lead right uppercuts, kind of almost like a screw shot. But yeah, he's proud enough, Castellano. Been under the cosh a few times, but he toughs it out, survives the moment, gets off the ropes, and hasn't done it by clinching all night long either.
So final round. 5 of them we've had so far. This is the 6th in the lightweight division. Sultan Zaurbek in those zebra print shorts. Lester Castellano in the more orthodox black and white. Zaurbek may look to let his hands go in this final round and just see what happens. I think you're right, Matt. I don't think he'll be bothered really whether he gets a stoppage or whether he doesn't. If it comes, it comes, but he'll give himself a chance of getting it.
Yeah, I mean, he has the fight won on my card. He's won every single round. I don't think anyone in this arena could argue with that. He's won every second of every round. Castellano, credit to him, has stayed in there. He's moved. He's tried to land his own shots, but hasn't had much success. But it's been a solid performance from Zaurbek. I think he's a very good talent. I like his accuracy. I like his shot selection. I like his body shots. Particularly impressed with his footwork and his judge of distance. But I think I think you're right, Andy. I think getting rounds under the belt is something he's I won't say looking for, but he's if it happens, then that's the positive he'll take from it. If he gets the knockout, great, but I don't think he's going to look to force it.
Just prowling still, stalking his opponent around the ring. Nice right to the body and then a right upstairs, left to the head as well, followed by another one. And this is classy work. It really is. Castellano, almost for the first time there, was really looking to hold on.
Yep, these are hard shots going in, Andy. Zaurbek really turning the screw here. That was a hard uppercut again. Oh, big uppercut going in from Zaurbek. That's shook Castellano.
Bob Williams, the referee, was close there, having a really good look. He won't be slow to jump in here if he feels that he needs to. Some heavy artillery from Zaurbek in this round. Castellano just wants the bell now.
Yeah, I was praising Castellano for not clinching, not holding during the fight, but maybe that would be a good idea right now. Just try and drain the clock down. He's taking another big uppercut.
Well, he looks like he's just unravelling here, Castellano. He's trying to keep it together, trying to keep on the move, but it's increasingly difficult to stay out of Zaurbek's sights, who spreads his gloves wide as if to invite Castellano in. He's not going to fall for that. Nice jab again there from Zaurbek. The left hand, though, the backhand that followed it just missed, and Castellano is really just trying to slip and slide across the ropes here and stay out of the way, and just wondering when this bell is going to sound.
Oh, big shot again from Zaurbek. He's really starting to dig these in now, looking to really put power into these. You know, Cancelano should be trying to get close here, trying to grab a hold of Zaurbek, but he sees it through.
Well, there goes the bell. He landed a decent enough right hand pretty much on the bell there, Cancelano. Zaurbek, though, with a good left of his own, and he's barely breathing heavily, Zaurbek. He got through that fight boxing at his pace, but he still did some damage doing that. And that final round particularly, he got through with some clean, hurtful punches.
Yeah, you can see him turning the screw in that last round, that lovely right hook to the body, right uppercut combination, then added a straight left down the middle. Another solid performance from Sultan Zaurbek. I like what I see. He's impressive, he's patient, he's vicious when he wants to be. Really economical with his movement, great shot selection. Yeah, a lot to like.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 rounds of action, we go to referee Bob Williams' scorecard. He scores the contest 60 points to 54 in favour of your winner, extending that perfect professional record, Sultan Zaurbek.